Marco was good. He was good, and you know, he got himself into some trouble at times, but he was able to work out of it. We look up there, only a few hits, and did have some walks and just near misses, and that's the kind of pitcher that he is. I mean, he's so fine with the location of his fastball. It's just there's times we're going to need him to get it on the plate and let our defense work behind him. But you know, it's just a terrific outing. We needed that. We needed that big, and he came up big.
Mike, how much of that was the movement on his pitches? I mean, it worked for him on some strikeouts. Was that also kind of working against him?
Yeah, you know, he's not. You know, as we talk about some of these other power movement guys like a Masterson or even a Jaime. Sometimes that ball does just run too much, but no, a lot of times what you see with Marco is just trying to pick the corners, and he has enough confidence in himself to do it in hitters' counts when he's behind, and a lot of times he's going to have success, and you can see that, you know, guys stand up there and the pitch is 89 to 91, and they're not even budging. You know that he's putting it right on the dot, but you just miss, and then you're working in tough counts. But he's got a knack for doing that, and his changeup keeps him honest. I thought he did a nice job of mixing in the curveball today, and the cutter. He had a little bit of movement on that sinker, which I think he's just going to have to learn to trust, but that's going to take time.
Is he able to work at different levels because of the perception? Is he, like you say, he doesn't throw power, and he still elevates things?
Yeah, he hides the ball well, and where that changeup starts a little bit higher, and the one that they can hit is going to be elevated a little bit, and I think they've got to make up their mind one way or the other, because both are plus pitches when he can paint the four-seam fastball on the inside part to the right-handers. You know, they're going to have to either try and get that one or wait for that changeup, but that's the beauty of what he's trying to do, throwing a little bit of a sink on it, run it away from the righties, and then also being able to flip the curveball in there from time to time.
It's a pretty good challenge facing that lineup, too. Some of the names are on the right side.
Yeah, and all of them have had some success against the lefties, so it was a great challenge, and I thought he handled it exceptionally well.
What growth have you seen from him? Was the first big league start, which was back in Colorado?
I think the point we just made about mixing in more pitches and realizing that he's going to have to keep him off of just hunting one or the other. And, you know, if you're a two-dimensional pitcher in this league, let alone being a one-dimensional pitcher, even the two can run into trouble that second time through the lineup. And we saw a little bit of that in Colorado. I think he's done a nice job of following Derek Lilliquist's lead and learning to cut the ball, learning to sink it, and then not being afraid to show that curveball. And all those pitches are getting better. I think that cutter is one that's right on the cusp of really being good. And when he can make that pitch, he's going to open up even more of the plate.
Are you seeing some signs of timing coming in front of the eye?
Yeah, I think it's strength too. I mean, and the health is there, and we were very confident about the thumb being in good structural shape. It's just the strength taking a little while, and now you see in the ball. You guys asked the other day about no extra base hits, and you've seen the ball jump off his bat a little more now, and he's able to trust it. That just has to come with time. Great job. Yeah, we kind of ran through him, but Seth continuing to be able to come in, and they put us in a tough spot. They've got such a big bench. You never know this time of year what people are going to do, and they go right to a big lefty, and Seth ends up making real good pitches and gets us out of a bind. Randy doing what Randy does, and then the last three came through just like we had to have them.
Velocity was back up for Schroeder today. Did you notice anything that left us?
I think over the last month we've just really tried to take care of them, and it may make people scratch their heads at times. May even make Trevor scratch his head at times, but all in all, we're looking to finish strong here, and we've been real tough on some of these guys, and every once in a while we're just going to have to take a break if we got another guy that's ready, and hopefully that pays off for us down the rest of the way.
I think you said before the game it's our job to look at the big picture. If you permit a big picture question, when you see Marco do what he did against the right-handers, does that kind of expand what role you could have if you were in a relief role as beyond just maybe traditional?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily throw him in that category of a guy that we would just have to bring in against a left-handed strong lineup. To me, with his repertoire pitches, especially how he can control that third base side and use an above-average changeup, that really lends it to a right-handed lineup, in my opinion. But his breaking stuff's getting better to where he could be used out of the pen for lefties. So we'll just keep watching him and figure out how he's going to best fit our club right now. But over the long term, the big picture is this guy's got a chance to pitch around here for a while.
Johnny really came up with a big hit today. Talking about what he was doing at the plate.
He's just got that kind of power to make it happen, and he's been so consistent for us on both sides all season long, and been a great addition to our club.
How exciting is it for the ball club, for you? Everybody loves it. Reached the last 2 weeks and that you're in and with what's out there for you.
Well, I got to be honest. I think we're fighting it. Just like I told you, we're fighting from looking up there and watching the scoreboard. I don't think that's where we need to be right now. We just got to keep putting our head down, play good games, and each night I do believe that we need to buy into the one-game series every single night. This is a big one. We needed this today, and can completely control what we need to do by having a very consistent, simple approach. And it's where it's worked so far. It's got us to where we are. No sense in messing with it now and start looking any further.
Borders with another nice catch today. It almost seems like every time you put him in the game, we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, and I think he just makes it look easier than what it actually is. He's a plus defender that can be a game changer. It's nice to see him come through. He loves to go out there and make those kind of catches. He's one of the better I've seen.
Pitching core with 16 strikeouts today?
Yeah, it starts with our starting pitching. Marco did a great job, and we have some guys in the pen that can get it done. They can get the strikeout all the way through the bullpen.